For our discussion, I had questions 4 and questions 9. Question 4 reads, in what ways do the authors explain how being a burden to others causes suffering for people in decline? And the book goes on to explain really how in Western cultures in particular, really autonomy is correlated with most individuals with their personhood. So when their health starts to decline, they feel like they have less autonomy. This creates decreased dignity, resulting in them feeling like a burden to their caregivers or family members. So for us in the healthcare field, it's very important for us to address this through addressing spirituality. By addressing spirituality with them, we can help decrease this feeling of them feeling like a burden and improve their dignity and give them a purpose. That way, they don't feel like a burden. It goes on really to explain how this feeling can have really negative health effects, both psychologically, emotionally, and physical. So this is definitely something we want to address. My second question, question 9, was, in your view, how does the story of the young woman who contracted HIV after being raped at age 13 illustrate the importance of understanding the totality of a patient's personhood, psychological and spiritual, as well as physical? So I want to just give a little backstory of what happened. So this young lady was unfortunately raped at the age of 13, and it resulted in an unplanned pregnancy. She bravely chose not to have the child, and this incident resulted in her receiving a diagnosis of HIV. She was receiving care and refusing to take her HIV medicine. A lot of doctors would have just assumed that she had a history of making bad decisions. This was just another bad decision that she was making, and moved on and not helped provide adequate care. Her doctor, however, spent some more time with her and realized through discussion and assessing spirituality that she was refusing to take her medicine because she saw her diagnosis as God's punishment for what had happened. So working with her by addressing spirituality really gave her the chance to forgive herself and not see this as something that was her fault. And from there, she could take the medicine and receive much better care. So how this illustrates the importance of understanding the totality of a patient's personhood, I think this story really shows how there's always more than what meets the eye going on in someone, especially in the healthcare. We get just to work with a patient a snapshot of their day because we're so busy. You may not see everything that is affecting their choices and affecting their health. There's unconscious and conscious effects on these. And by addressing spirituality, this may reveal some of those more unconscious, more hidden effects that still have a very strong effect on their health. For this girl, if the doctor had not addressed her spirituality, then she would not be taking her medicines and be showing further decline. But because the doctor took the time to address her spirituality, she is now taking the medicine and not declining as quickly. So again, this really just shows that to adequately treat a patient, we need to be addressing both physical and spiritual and physically, everything to help provide the best care for our patients.